Indomitable courage, exemplary patriotism, diplomatic excellence, unmatched foresight, endless dreams and relentless efforts for the development of the motherland. Virtues that made Biju Pattnaik a champion, who was born in Odisha but made the entire nation proud. His early childhood and education was nurtured in the historic millennium city of Cuttack in Odisha. A true nationalist, the man was hugely spirited and worked tirelessly for the growth of the masses. This is what made Bijay Nanda Pattnaik into a celebrated and revered Biju Pattnaik. A daredevil pilot, unstoppable freedom fighter, 2 times Chief Minister of Odisha, former Union Minister, Security Advisor to the first Prime Minister of India, Bhumiputra of Indonesia, Kingmaker of Janta Parivar, founder of UNESCO Kalinga Prize on Science and the uncrowned Kharavela of modern Kalinga. Biju Pattnaik is a star for crores of Odias. Biju Babu was a man of action. He would jump into the midst of danger to complete his task without fearing for its consequences. When he was a pilot with the British Royal Air Force, he airdropped leaflets for the Azad Hind Fauj to fan the flames of freedom. During the time of Quit India movement, he would secretly ferry frontline freedom fighters like Aruna Asaf Ali, Jai Prakash Narayan and Ram Manohar Lohia on his plane. When this came to the knowledge of the British, he faced the wrath. Biju was expelled from his services and put behind bars. In 1947, when Pakistan attacked Kashmir, he maneuvered his plane to be the first to land at the Srinagar airport. As a death-defying pilot, he dropped the 1st Regiment of Soldiers of the Indian Army at the Srinagar and was instrumental in safeguarding the interest of India. The same year in July, when Indonesia was witnessing an intense freedom struggle, on the request of the then Indonesian President Sukarno, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru advised Biju Babu to come to their rescue. He flew into Indonesia on a secret mission in an Indian Dakota and managed to free Indonesian Prime Minister Dr. Shahryar and Vice President Muhammad Hatta from Dutch captivity. Biju's wife Gyan Pattnaik accompanied him on this successful rescue mission. For this rare feat, Biju Pattnaik was decorated with the first-class star of the Republic of Indonesia, Bintang Jasa Uttama. During the World War II, Russia's Red Army was fighting fiercely with the Nazis in Russia. The fearless Biju took upon the task of supplying arms and ammunition to the Russians, helping them to keep the Japanese at bay. In reciprocation, the Russian government honored Biju Pattnaik during the celebration of their 50th year of freedom struggle. He showed steely resolve as senior pilot in Indian National Airways when he rescued British officers along with a few Indians from Japan-occupied Burma. Biju Pattnaik was highly appreciated by the Burmese government for his unprecedented courage. In 1962, when China attacked the northeastern part of India, Biju came to the rescue again. He was called upon by the Prime Minister Sri Nehru and was appointed as his security advisor. He and his crew of Kalinga Airlines, his own company, flew Dakota planes into the dense forests and treacherous mountain terrain of that area to drop continuous supplies to aid the Indian soldiers. In the same context, he visited the USA and met President John F. Kennedy to successfully garner their support for India. This heralded a new era of diplomatic relations between India and America. During the Indo-Pak War in 1965, Biju successfully stalled a warship being sent by Indonesia for Pakistan. Responding to Prime Minister Lal Bahadur Shastri's request, He used his personal friendship with President Sukarno and convinced him to take this crucial call. Thus, Biju Pattnaik became instrumental in warding off an imminent threat to India. In the Indian political scenario, he loomed large as a non-Congress leader and went to jail during the emergency in 1975. Popularly known as Biju Dada in the Janta family, he played a crucial role in establishing the first Janta regime after the downfall of Indira government. Regardless of whether he was in the ruling party or the opposition benches, his towering personality attracted one and all. His name for the post of the Prime Minister of India did the rounds very seriously at that time. However, Biju opted to continue to work for the development of Odisha and the welfare of his Odia brethren.
ओडिशा रे रही गली एथि पई जे मो एई जो हमर देश राज्य रे गरीबी पृथ्वी रे सबुठो बेसी धन संपत्ति दैव देछि हमको सबुठो बेसी गरीबी हम यार गोटे समाधान करबा पई मो ओडिशा रही गली.
Having been the Chief Minister of Odisha twice and a Union Minister as well, Biju was a mass leader and a hero for many. In fact, it was he who laid the foundation for a progressive and economically prosperous Odisha. Be it establishing industries, infrastructure development, women empowerment, upliftment of Adivasis and backward communities, Biju has left his indelible mark in the memories of millions of Odias. Biju Pattnaik was not only a great visionary and a symbol of Odia pride, but had an extraordinary connect with the common man. He himself was an example of the legendary saying, Kalingaha Sahasikaha. Biju can never die. His indomitable spirit and desire to work relentlessly for the development of the state lives on today in the mind and heart of every young Odia. This makes the tall man Biju Pattnaik immortal.